Hey Tanis, I've looked over your lesson plans and here's some feedback, and I'm very sorry it took me so long to get this to you. Um, but I'm getting it. Yay, so sorry. So, look, in general, I really like your lesson plans. They're well done. It's a very logical progression from, from idea generation through to revision. And I like your idea generation and I like your thesis generation a lot. It's really just the revision one that I want to walk through and talk to you about some possible changes, okay? So let me briefly point out a few things that I really like about your first lesson plan, okay? Um, your desired results section is well written and well aligned, and by that I mean that you've chosen an evidence outcome that is clearly fits what you need it to do. Sorry. Your students will understand, your students will be able to, are well aligned with each other. Okay. Your assessment clearly comes from your students will be able to, and then obviously your summative assessment final paper at the end, okay? So I like your hooks, it's creative. I think you're getting the kids into thinking about what you want them thinking about and doing so from an angle that intrigues them, and that's good because it shows me that you're thinking about your students and who they are and where they're coming from, okay? I like the boomerang writing prompt. I think that's good. I'm really glad you put that piece in there, like we're going to stand up and turn around. It's kind of a cool way to do that. You've got a good verbal check for understanding where a kid repeats to you to make sure that they know what they're doing. And then I really liked that, hold on, let me keep scrolling, that your essay prompts were set up well for the boomerang practice, right? So that they really do have multiple sides to them. And so I like that too, because it shows me that you're thinking about a good combination of the content plus the teaching strategy. So I liked that. All right, lesson plan 2 is right here. This is the one with the thesis generator worksheet, which I really like. So again, your desired results section is well aligned. And I love the fact that, again, that you're having them do some alternative types of writing in your class and really thinking about what your kids need. And I like the very clear, direct instruction in this one, okay? So you're going over what a thesis statement is, because the kids already have an idea by this age. And then you're moving them, like, great, I'm so glad you've got that. So let's move past that a little bit and look at some very specific. So hold on, let me scroll down with you. Hold on one sec. Sorry. Here we go. Right, so that you activate their memory of what a thesis is, and then you take them into a really, like, criteria for a really well written thesis statement for their grade level, and that's what I really especially liked about this. And then you are working with them alongside of them from another text, so that way you're not, like, stealing the best thesis statement possible for Huck Finn, but you're also modeling well for them. So I really like those components of this as well. So your third lesson plan is the one where I'm going to want some revisions in there. And really, they're revisions about direct instruction mostly, okay? So we're well aligned here. Let me get into this area, okay? So you get them into this concept that two heads are better than one. Perfect. Then you do walk them through, where does it start? Okay, so things like, oh, for Pete's sake, I lost it. Hold on one sec while I scroll all around. Okay, famous authors do that, like grammar mistakes. So you have things like, watch out for a good transition between paragraphs, but you don't pause and do a mini lesson on what a good transition is. What does a transition do? What does a good transition look like? What are two different structures for effective transitions, okay? And that's the kind of stuff I want to see in here. You have this right here. Why don't we go ahead and write how successful we think the hook is written in the papers we're looking at, okay? Without any mini lesson, without a break aside that says, What is the criteria for a successful hook? Here are 3 standard ways to open. It should use one of these. Or, right, those ones are so overdone, we shouldn't be using one of those. Or, right, whatever it is you want to put in there, you need some direct instruction and some criteria so that you're actually teaching the students what a successful hook is and then having them look for it. Same thing here. We need to go back and review from our thesis generator worksheet the 4 components to a good thesis statement. Now, evaluate the thesis statement, okay? And then here, right? What is an effective transition? What are the 2 most common structures for sentences that have transitions? Now, go look at the transitions, okay? So I hope that makes sense for the kind of thing that I'm looking for in there, okay? So just lots of revisions in your 3rd lesson plan here, okay? Thanks.